You know the feeling, right? You've got that one clog that just refuses to leave. You snake the drain, you get a little relief for maybe a week, and then bam, it's back again. It is one of the most maddening parts of owning a home. Well, today we are going to talk about a serious solution that might just put an end to that vicious cycle for good.
So let's just ask the big question right up front, because this drives so many of us crazy. Why do these things keep returning? Well, the simple answer is, when you clear a blockage the old-fashioned way, you're not really solving the root cause. You've just poked a temporary hole through a much bigger problem that's still clinging to the inside of your pipes.
Yeah. Does any of this ring a bell? The drains that seem to take forever, those weird gurgling sounds coming from the toilet, maybe a nasty smell you just can't place, or the ultimate frustration, you run the dishwasher and suddenly there's water backing up in the sink. If you're nodding along, you are in the right place, because these are all signs that a simple fix just isn't going to cut it anymore.
All right, so let's get to the good stuff. What is the real solution here? We're talking about a professional service called hydrojetting, and believe me, it is a total game changer for your plumbing.
Honestly, the idea is pretty brilliant. The easiest way to think about it is like pressure washing, but for the inside of your pipes. We're not just talking about breaking up one little clog. We're talking about using a super high-pressure stream of water to literally blast away years of built-up gunk. All that grease, scale, and yeah, even those stubborn tree roots, making the pipe almost like new again.
And this, right here, is the key difference. A regular plumber's snake, it just punches a hole right through the middle of the blockage. So sure, water can flow for a little while, but all that greasy buildup is still stuck to the pipe walls, just waiting to cause the next clog. Hydrojetting, on the other hand, scours the entire inner surface of the pipe, from top to bottom. It leaves absolutely nowhere for that debris to hide. Okay, so you're probably thinking, this sounds great, but how often do I actually need to get this done? Let's start with what the industry generally recommends. For most homes, the standard advice is to get your main sewer line hydrojetted as a preventative measure every 1 to 3 years. Think of it like a deep clean that keeps everything flowing the way it should and helps you avoid a really nasty and really expensive emergency backup down the road. And this is a really big but. That 1 to 3 year rule, it's just a guideline. It's a starting point, not some hard and fast rule. The truth is, the right schedule for your home completely depends on your specific situation. So it's really important to understand what makes your home's plumbing unique. Let's dig into the key factors that can change how often you should be thinking about this service. This chart breaks it down really nicely. First off, what are your pipes made of and how old are they? If you're in an older house with cast iron or clay pipes, they tend to collect buildup way faster than modern PVC pipes. Your home's history matters too. If you're constantly battling clogs, that's a huge clue you need more frequent cleanings. Then there's what's happening on your property. Got big, beautiful trees? Well, their roots are on a mission to find water, and your sewer line looks like a 5-star restaurant to them. And finally, what you do inside makes a difference. If you do a lot of cooking with oils and grease, that buildup is going to happen a lot faster.
Now, beyond those general things, your house will actually tell you when it's time to call for backup. You just have to know the language it's speaking. So let's go over the big red flags to watch for.
All right, think of this as your plumbing wellness check. One slow drain might just be a local problem, but if you're noticing slow drains in the kitchen, the bathroom, the laundry room, that's a huge sign your main line is struggling. And if that clog you snaked last month is already back, that's because the snake only poked a tiny hole that immediately got clogged again. If you smell sewage in your house, well, that's a big one. It means gases are coming back up. And that gurgling sound in the toilet when the shower's running, that's air getting trapped and fighting its way past a serious blockage. The most dramatic sign, of course, is when you run the washing machine and water starts backing up into your bathtub. That means the main highway is at a standstill, and there's nowhere for the water to go but back into your home.
Now, here's the good news. You don't have to just sit around and wait for disaster. You can actually be proactive and help keep your pipes healthy, which can stretch out the time between those big professional cleanings.
So what can you actually do? Getting a camera inspection every few years is amazing. It lets you literally see inside your pipes and catch problems early. Simple habits, like using mesh drain traps and being really strict about never ever pouring grease down the drain, make a massive difference over time. And if you know you have tree roots, there are specific treatments you can use to manage them. Being proactive is always cheaper than reacting to an emergency. And really, this says it all. This is the bottom line. Don't just stick to a generic calendar. Pay attention to your home, its history, and how it's behaving. The smartest thing you can do is have a pro take a look and give you a plan that's actually tailored to your pipes. That's how you protect your home and get some real peace of mind.
So I want to leave you with this one final thought to chew on. There is a massive difference between a pipe that isn't clogged today and a pipe that is actually clean. If you can shift your thinking from just reacting to clogs to proactively maintaining your plumbing, you will save yourself a ton of money and a world of headaches down the line.